Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new video, and this time I want to talk about some news we have from Kill Team. I think there are two great news. The first one is they all come together in an article in the community site, so you can see this is in Warhammer community, and you can find there. It's called Kill Team Command Roster and the Servants of the Abyss. So summarizing, going fast, they have put now the profile from the Blackstone Fortress, so you will have the profiles of all of them. And we also have a new tool similar to what we have in Age of Sigmar to create our rosters for Kill Team. So without losing more time, let's go. Here you will find the links at the end of this article, so you can go directly. So you have here the link to the Warhammer Quest. Here is the in this PDF is where you can find the profiles, and here in the Kill Team Commander you can find the roster. So let's go first to the profiles, and then I will show you the roster. So in the profiles, I go up because I was looking. So the first thing we have to know, these are beta rules, and this can be modified. They explain here. So these are just the first rules, and they are open for feedback, what is good. So I guess they just wanted to put that. Sorry, maybe this was not in their plans, but they wanted to boost the sales of the Blackstone Fortress. So what we find is each of these characters, each of the explorers or scouts of the Blackstone Fortress, they go to their own faction. So you will see that as a faction keyboard. For example, Janus Dvaik, the Rock Trader, can go with Adeptus Astartes, Astrum Militarum, and Adeptus Mechanicus. Okay, so he's quite an average human. He is a commander. You can see here he is a commander, and yeah, it's normally the equipment is completely fixed. So you will have all the profiles there. So this guy, it's just for me, is a commander with a nice pistol, very short range, specialized in short range and shooting, and also some close combat. We have to be careful. He has 4+ save, and he also has 4+ invulnerable save, and then he has also the concealed archaeotech weapons. Once per battle, at the start of the fight phase, pick one enemy model within 1 inch and roll a dice. On a 4+, the target model suffers 3 mortal wounds. So it's not bad, it's not very good, and yeah, it's just another commander that we can have for our Astrum Militarum. But this interesting is also can be a commander for Adeptus Astartes or Adeptus Mechanicus. So what can be a cheap commander and a cheap alternative to the commanders that we have in that factions. Then we have Thaddeus the Purifier. He is the Ministorum Priest, okay, and he's also a commander. Okay, he's a 4-wound commander. It's quite an average profile for 4+. Is not that good. 3/3 as strength and toughness, and 3 attacks. So it's not an impressive commander. He's equipped with a last pistol, a servo stabber, and the power maul. So to be fair, I don't see him that strong unless it's very cheap. So we have the points at the end of the document, so we can see them. But as you can see, it's does not have good shooting, and does not have it's not that good in close combat. 3 attacks on 4+ is not that good, although they are on strength 5 -1 damage. He also has the 4+ invulnerable save because he is Rosarius, and he is Zealot by default, so you can reroll fail hit rolls when he's charging or is charged. Okay, he has the War Imp, so add 1 to the attack characteristic of Astrum Militarum. So it's really for close combat Astrum Militarum that is not where you want to be. So, but this is another Astrum Militarum character. Then we have the Pius Born. He is a missionary zealot, and he is not a commander, so you can take him, and this is another special weapon that you can add to the Astrum Militarum. He's equipped with the Flamer. It's a special Flamer that is doing more hits against Chaos. He is a specialist retainer, so it's always zealot specialist, but it does not count toward the maximum number of specialists in the kill team, what is quite interesting. I don't know if you can have another zealot, because he's not counting, so maybe you can have 2 zealots thanks to him. Although as for Militarum, you don't want too many zealots. You can reroll fail hit roll again when it's charging or have been charged, although he does not have a good close combat weapon, and he's a maniac fervor, so roll d6 each time this model loses a wound. On a 5+, the wound is not lost, so it's like a feel no pain, but he has not armor, so the survivability is quite low on this guy, and yeah, so you need to put him in some cover, but he has 3 wounds, so not on the other side, 3 wounds can make him more survivable than what you may think. So with the 5+ is equivalent to have 4 wounds, more or less. Then we have the 2 guys, the Rain and Rouse. They are 2 wounds each, so also quite important. And one is a sniper, and the other one is a short range fighter. So each one is equipped with the sniper rifle, and Rouse is equipped with the stab pistol and demolition charge. Demolition charge is quite dangerous, and mainly they have rules that if both see the objective, the sniper is really good, and then he's special retainer, so they are always a specialist and they don't count against the maximum of the specialist. So yeah, if you want, I think this is quite strong. I need to check the points as well, but they look quite strong. It's 4 wounds, and they have a very good ballistic. So this grenade, this demolition bomb charge is quite scary with 2+ to hit and strength 8. And the sniper is quite interesting as well with the 2+ to hit. Okay, so they don't need to be boosted to be good in the shooting. Then we have the Spen Locarno. He is the navigator. He is another commander, and he's a psyker basically. Okay, he's a psyker that have a slightly better abilities to use the sea bolt, so he can target. He is not obliged to target the closer objective. So apart of that, nothing else. So it's 6+ armor save, so does not have really. Have the 4+ invulnerable save, so he will save half of the attacks, but he only has 3 wounds. So, and it's quite poor in shooting, quite poor in close combat. So it's really intent profile is very low. I was forgetting the Rin and Rouse. They don't have 5+ save. They have only 6+ save, so they have worse save than a normal Imperial Guard. Let's go, and then we have the UR025. And this for the Adeptus Mechanicus, makes sense in a way. And yeah, he is just it's stronger than the Space Marines. Strong 5, toughness 5, 4 wounds, making him quite strong. He is not a commander, okay, and he has 2 attacks, so it's quite tough to kill. He has quite a good shooting, heavy 4. Shooting on strength 5 -1 and 1 damage, and also he has a good close combat, but he's 3+3+, but if he's moving he will shoot on 4+, and in close combat he will hit on 4+ because he's using a power claw. But he's not a bad guy. It's the point is, I guess, he's have distance and also close combat abilities. Then we go to the Xenos, and we have the Dayak Gvik, the Quad Tracker. He has a Quad pistol and a Quad rifle. Can be used in shooting and in melee, so nothing special really on the shooting. And this model does not suffer the penalty to hit rolls for the target being obscure, so it's quite good. But the weapon is like a ball gun, right? It has and also the save is quite low, 6+. And when an opponent makes, and then have an ability, when an opponent makes a hit roll for a shooting attack that targets this model, and this model is obscure, that hit roll suffers -1 additional -1 modifier. So he will have obscure of -2, what it's quite interesting. And the last ability he has is if you select the plant traps strategy during the scouting phase, you can bobby trap up to this 3 plus 1 pieces terrain instead of this 3. So he's bobbing trapping 1 additional, and he has a stealth. I don't think I will convert him in the specialist, just a curiosity if you want to add it. And then we have the sniper, the Asuriani sniper. Okay, he's very good in ballistic skill with the 2 plus average stats, also 3 wounds, but he is a commander. So in that case, we have a commander that is a sniper at the same time. He is also equipped with a plasma grenade, and he has a power blade, so he also is not bad in close combat. Okay, he has a chameleonic cloak. When he makes a hit, so you have an additional -1 to hit him. Ancient Doom, you can roll fail hit rolls in the fight phase for this model in a battle round in which fighting is Lanesh. Battle Focus, if this model moves or advances in its phase, weapons, excluding heavy weapons, are used as if the model have been stationary. But the problem is he's having a heavy weapon, so this is only working for the grenades. And Phase Crystal, this model have 4 plus invulnerable save and can move across models and terrain as if they were not there. So yeah, I'm not very specialist on Elder, quite interesting, but nothing that is amazing. And then we go to the bad guys, or in the Blood Fortress, the Blackstone Fortress, and here we have what is called the Servants of the Abyss kill teams. So this is a new kill team that we can collect. They have their own stratagems. Okay, they have 4 stratagems, and then we have, as a commander, we have the Obsidious Malex, the Chaos Lord. Okay, is a Chaos Lord equipped with a pistol and a plasma pistol and a thunderhammer. Okay, so it's quite good in short distances, also in close combat. And he also have 4 plus invulnerable save, so it's quite resilient with 5 wounds. Then we have the Traitor Guardsmen, and the Traitor Guardsmen is like the normal guardsmen, but the difference that we have close combat options, okay, with the brutal weapon and the chainsaw. The negative point is that as the gunners can only take flamers, so they are really specialized in. They also have auto guns and last guns and last pistols. So, or you use them with the last guns, or you want to use them more in close combat. So they are more close combat oriented. Chaos Beastmen, again, they are stronger, and they also have 5 plus save as a normal. Yeah, they have 5 plus save. Then we have the Chaos Beastmen also with the 5 plus save, but the diff is similar to they have a very close combat abilities than a guardsman, and they have more strength and toughness. On top, they also have the brutal weapons, the chainsaw, and they have +1 strength when they are charging. So they are really a close combat guys. It's like a strong close combat guardsman. Okay. Then we have the Negabolt cultists. These are the ones with the strange wires popping out of their body. They have 5 plus invulnerable save that you can boost to 4 plus invulnerable save with the one of the stratagems, and they also have 5 plus feel no pain. So they are very resilient, but they are mainly close combat. And they don't have AP, so they will be more close combat against average people. Each hit roll of 6 with this weapon also scores 3 hits. So, as I said, I think they are more to go against low armored people. They also have Psychers now. They have the Rock Psyker. And again, I see that there is no limit on them, so there is no maximum on any of these. They are really, they are very. They have the guardsman profile, but be aware that they have 4 wounds. And I was checking the beastman. The beastman have only 1 wound. So these are, and the Megabolt. The beastman also have 1 wound. So these guys are stronger than what they look like with the 4 wounds. Okay, they don't have any invulnerable save, so meaning that they are quite vulnerable. Okay, they have 4 wounds, but with toughness 3, 5+ save, so they are not difficult to kill. They are not commanders, as I said, so this is a good point. And they can become a specialist, leader, comms, veteran, or zealot. So I think comm is a good specialism for the rock psychers. Also be aware that they can do the psychic powers easier, but they have powers of, they can suffer perils of the war, much easier than other psychers. Okay. And then finally we have the Black Legionnaire. What are the Space Marines? And again, there is no limit, so it means that you can add Black Legionnaires from other. So this is just another book, and then you are not forced to use the miniatures from the Blackstone Fortress if you have your own miniatures to represent them. So this is also quite interesting. They also have these are like Chaos Space Marines as usual. They ignore penalties to this model to hit rolls on flesh wounds, so he ignores the flesh wounds suffered. Okay, and if a model with this ability makes an attack in the fight phase which targets Imperium model, each time you roll a hit roll of 6, so it's the same, you multiply, so you may make another attack. Okay, so and they are leader, combat, sniper, veteran, zealot, but be aware that these guys only have the bolt gun and the bolt pistol, so you don't have gunners specialists. Okay, you don't have the same options that you may have in other kill teams. So these are they have a good variety of miniatures, but the options they have are more limited. And here we have the points. So let's check first the explorer. So we have Amalin, the Shadow Guide, and you see it goes up to 60 points, so not very expensive. Dayak Gvik, who is the, so I don't know them by heart, so I need to go back, but you see that the only one that is really expensive is Janus Dveik, and I need to see who is Janus Dveik, because I don't know the name. So Janus Dveik is the rock trader. Okay, so the rock trader is maybe the most expensive one. Tadeusz the Purifier is not that expensive, but they are not that strong, so it makes sense. There is no additional points for weapons, so they are included in the profile, as we have quite limited choices of weapons for all of them. And then for the Servants of the Abyss, this was also for the Servants of the Abyss, so the Servants of the Abyss, you almost not pay anything for them, only if you take the Flamer on the Traitor Gunner, on Traitor Gunsman Gunner. Okay, the Beastman is 7 points, 2 points more than a normal Guardsman, but of course they have toughness and strength +1. The Negamod may be a little expensive, 9 points. Does not have a super strong close combat. And the Black Legionnaire, 12 points. And then the one that is really the Rock Psyker is quite expensive. The 3 wounds you are paying quite expensive for the Psyker, so it's you have to think twice before including him. And then we have the Obsidious Malex, who can reach up to 170 and starting with 125. So you have quite expensive characters combined with cheaper ones that makes, I think, a good balance for the game. So this is all. What about the Blackstone Fortress rules? And now I want to show another thing that I just opened, and this is going to be how to create rosters. Okay, so here we see the new roster. You can select the faction here, and you see that there is a new faction of the Servants of the Abyss. So let's take one. Let's take, for example, I'm taking the Astra Militarum, and once you take the Astra Militarum here, you can put a name. Okay, let's put, for example, I will put Team A. Just to put a name. You can choose a background, so it doesn't matter, this does not make difference. You can choose location or mission, and then you can choose the nickname of the squad, the Chance Hunters. Okay, here we have, and then you have commanders and squads, and then you can do rosters and kill teams. So in case the you only need a kill team, you do kill team, but you also can do roosters. Okay, so when you do a rooster, you take, for example, let's do first a squad. So you can take an infantry guardsman, for example, and from the infantry guardsman you can take a guardsman, or you can take a gunner or sergeant. So let's take, for example, first the sergeant. You can choose a name, and then you can randomize, and with all the different names, that's the thing that we do Katachan, and we randomize, and we have here the name. Okay, and you can randomize more than one, so you can randomize as many times as you want. Okay, what you don't, so in that way we don't need to roll any more dices. So here we can have the Demonor. Okay, let's put the Vengeful. Okay, this is not important neither for this one. And then we can put, if this is a specialist, and we select the specialism. Okay, this is the sergeant, he's going to be the leader. Okay, you can check the level. Of course, you in case there's a campaign, you can increase the level. And then you can choose here the equipment. So we can put a ball, a plasma pistol, for example, and a power sword. Okay, and then you can also see the campaign data in case it's needed. So if it's a new recruit, convalescent, or has experience. Okay, so once you have this include, you can go for the next one, and then let's take another squad member. Okay, and then we take a military mission, and then let's take a gunner in that case. We're also going to randomize, so we're going to use another Katachan name and randomize. We have Brent here. Okay, we can put the Demonor if we want. Let's put the Haunted. We can put the Specialist. So let's put that he is a sniper of the group. And as usual, we put on them, instead of the hot shot, we put the plasma gun. Okay, and now we have here another one. Okay, and you see the points. So this is costing 30 points, and this guy is costing 7 points. So the charging is cheaper than the. And then here we don't have points. Okay, you see the kill team have not points. How you put points is because you have a box here to put them in the kill team. Okay, and once they are included in the kill team, they are in. You have two guys in the squad, and you have 20 points expended. Okay, so you can do your roster, and you can fill all these with all the guys that you need. Also, you have here the campaign. I don't know really this why is used, and this I'm not that into the campaigns so far, so I just participate in some tournaments. But here you see, I think this is a great thing, and then you can export. You can, of course, copy and share, or you can save unload. Okay, so this is what I wanted to share. So this is a great tool for Kill Team, a way to play, to make lists much easier. I think Games Workshop is putting a lot of tools to help us in making the roosters and the armies, and I think this is a great initiative. So really making use of the digital tools to have that. I also want to share that if I go to another unit, let me just add a squad member. You see that we have also the new guys from the Blackstone Fortress. Okay, so you have all them here, and he can be a marksman. Of course, you have to choose what they are, and then if they go to level 2, then you can take the next one. So you can choose the next one, and then you keep choosing. Okay, put him back to level 1. And here you have, and then we can add him to the kill team. This is costing 18 points, so it's quite expensive, but these are two guys. Two guys are quite expensive, okay, for these guys. And then you have here the squad. So you can keep completing that and make your own squad. And this is all what I want to share here. So I hope this was interesting for you. I hope these news are encouraging for you. And if you want to play with this, you just have to go to the Warhammer community and play with that. I guess now they will put this, you see, it's in the Kill Team command roster. Okay, we have also this one that is for the 40k. Okay, so we have now for everything we have a way to make armies. So let me go back to the Kill Team roster. Of course, now everything is lost because I left and I have not saved anything. But this is not a problem. It was just to show you how this was working. So I hope you find this interesting. Please let me know in the comments below what do you think about this initiative from Games Workshop. What do you think about the new miniatures for Kill Team from the Blackstone Fortress? And what do you think about the command roster? That's all for now. As usual, thanks a lot for watching and see you again later. Bye.